tax fraud. It's a billion-dollar business, and just ahead, we're going to tell you what you can do to not become a victim of stolen identity. Stay tuned. Okay, Sanjay, I know he probably filed his tax return recently. Millions of us filed just this past week. In the upcoming days, hundreds of thousands of us could find out that our identity was stolen and fake tax returns filed. Today, in our weekly Financial Fix segment, we get advice from 4 victims of tax fraud. Karen Lee is the author of It's Just Money, So Why Does It Cause So Many Problems? She's here with us live. Karen, I know tax or identity theft is a big problem, but I wouldn't think that tax fraud would be associated with that. How big is it?
It's new and it's growing. It's a huge problem. Last year, the IRS gave out $1.4 billion in fraudulent tax refunds. It was a 6 times increase over the year before.
Wow, that is huge. So that many in just to people who've stolen your identity and filed a return and got some
refunds. They're even using fake employment information. It's crazy.
So obviously they're stealing Social Security numbers.
That's right. That's right.
And then, so what if you're one of these people? What can you do to get your money back?
Okay, so let's talk about it. You've got 2 agencies you must go to. The first is the Federal Trade Commission. You want to go on their website. It's real easy to find. On the right side, it's got identity theft, and also call their hotline. The second thing you need to do is get in touch with the IRS. They have an identity theft unit. There's an 800 number for that. And then this year they've started a new form. It's form 14039, and this is an identity theft affidavit, and you need to go online with them and file that.
They got a new form. That's how new this thing is.
It's
how
new.
Big a problem it is.
That's right. The thieves get smarter.
Right. So I had somebody kind of write a false check for me, and I haven't had my identity stolen, but I know people who have. I mean, it's an absolute nightmare. What are some of the things you can do to protect yourself?
And that has been going on for a long time. And so some of what we're going to talk about here, we've heard before, but it's a good reminder. So the first thing is you got to keep your Social Security number private. Do not give it out to just anyone. Do not carry the card in your wallet. Check your credit at least every 12 months. And as you know, you can get a free credit report every 12 months. Secure your personal information at home. If you keep all your financial documents in one place, lock them up. When you're getting rid of them, shred them, burn them, whatever you need to do. Never, ever give your personal information out over the phone or email. Now, when we need to get someone's Social Security number in our office, we always email them to call us with the number. Do not put it over the internet. Another thing is to empty your wallet. Copy the front, copy the back, and keep that piece of paper somewhere private in case it turns out that your wallet gets stolen.
I wouldn't think about that.
That's right.
All right.
So that's the next question is, what do you do if it gets stolen?
Exactly.
So this is the thing. Most people, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to look to call the numbers on the back of their card. But the most important thing to do is to call the 3 credit bureaus. You could go online or you could call them, but it's TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax.
And what do you do? You say, hey, I just got my stuff stolen. You're going to see some bad things happening?
They put a fraud, you don't know, but you put a fraud alert on their account.
Okay.
And in fact, a great tip from my friend Pat Allaire in Buffalo told me that the next growing area of identity theft is when someone's died. So if your loved one has died, you want to call those 3 agencies again, let them know that's happened, and make sure that they put a freeze on their credit.
So it just puts a freeze. I mean, and that's especially with the financial crisis we've just had. Credit is everything to.
Well, and like you need this on top of everything else you're going through.
So the money that has been doled out to these fraudulent returns, I mean, that's from the taxpayer dollars?
Right. Now, the IRS, it's up to them to try to get that money back. I think we know where that's going to go. But if you go through the right avenues, obviously, you can get your true refund. But the hassle in your life, so do what you can to protect your information.
One more thing to think about during tax season, our favorite time of year, protect your identity. All right, Karen Lee, thanks very much. Again, the book, let me plug the book once more time. It's, where is it, the title on here? It's called
It's Just Money.
Just Money. Yeah.
So why do we so many problems?
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
And also you can go to my website. You can get links to all those sources that we said you needed to go to, the Federal Trade Commission, IRS, and the 3 credit bureaus, all on my website under useful links.
Perfect. So if you weren't paying attention in the last 3 minutes, we've got you covered.
Great.
All right. Thanks, Karen.
Thank you.
All right, coming up, the Trayvon